Hey loves, it's me Love Jones, back with another one. Oh, why this camera looks so dark, y'all. I switched it up. I'm off my tablet now. I'm on my phone. Picture looks slightly different. Anyway, see what's in this energy. What is in the energy? I need to burn some sage and clear my energy out of this. It's too many cards. Can I get one card? What's in the energy for the collective? For them, not me. What can we give them? A word to give them today on this Monday. Guidance. When you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to follow. People out there, y'all in need of some guidance. Following behind the wrong people. You know, when I see this fixed star, I really get celebrities. So y'all following behind these celebrities or these people with a good following. These people who have a bunch of other people following behind them. You following behind the crowd. You're doing things to be seen. You're going the wrong way already. When you make divine intelligence your foundation, you have a fixed star to follow. When you receive your word from God, when you receive your word from the ascended masters, when you receive your word from the angels, they'll take you right in the direction you need to go in order to be successful. You following behind these people thinking they're going to bring you success, you already started off on the wrong foot. Because a lot of times people going to try you. What you going to do for this success? A lot of times people wind up selling out when it comes to their family members, selling out when it comes down to their integrity, their morals, all to be in positions to follow, to be guided by the wrong people who may need guidance themselves. Courage. Let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown. If God gives you a direction to go in, then listen. Be smart enough to know when it's Him that's talking to you, and be courageous enough to do what it is that you should be doing. That means sometimes you got to go against the crowd, go against the grain. Just because it's a lot of people don't mean they're doing the right thing. Sometimes you have to take the path less chosen. When everybody going in one direction, sometimes it's going to take you to have to go in another direction. You know, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing and expecting different results. Sometimes if you want a different result, you got to go in a different direction, do something different. Guidance. Humility. Again, because sometimes when there's a lot of people doing things and you are not doing what a lot of people are doing, you may go through some things because you look like the different one. You look like the one who's going against the grain, because you are. Sometimes you have to Sometimes you may be put on front street is like something we used to say. Sometimes you may be put front and center. Sometimes you may be embarrassed. Sometimes people may want to call you out because why? Because you're doing something different from what they do. An example, everybody wearing wigs, but you're wearing braids. You may be called out for wearing those braids. You may be called out for not fitting in with the way that they feel like you should fit in with them. You may be called out for being unique, for being authentic in a room where there's a bunch of fake people. And that's why you have to have courage to do certain things, to make certain moves, to listen to the guidance that's given to you. The card says, allow me, the divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. You know, sometimes it looks like the star in the room could be the right assistance. But sometimes the star in the room could need just as much guidance as everybody else. Sometimes the star in the room may have gotten to be the star in the room, maybe not doing things that have been completely right. You gonna follow them? Remember the saying that, I don't know about y'all, but, if you were raised, if you didn't raise yourself, I'm sure you've heard a parent, if not your own, somebody else's parent say, if your friends go jump off a bridge, you're gonna jump off too. Sometimes you can't do what you see everybody else doing. Sometimes that's going to be what saves your life, by not going with the crowd. Because sometimes the leader of the crowd, again, they need to seek guidance themselves. They don't fully know. They never had the courage to do their own thing. And so they can't instill in you the proper things for you to have the courage to do the right thing. They can only teach you as much as they've been taught themselves. And just because they have a lot of people around them, just because everybody seems to be cheering them on, or everybody loves them, or everybody's following them, doesn't mean that they have certain moral standards. Doesn't mean that they have God. Doesn't mean that they have the things that you should have in order to advance in life. I mean, again, you never know how people got to where they are. But if you follow the right thing, if you have courage enough to follow the right person, to listen to your guidance that you are given from the Most High, and not be influenced by other people, then you're going to always end up being exactly where you should be at the perfect time. And not just in a room surrounded by a bunch of fake people who don't know themselves, who lack the guidance themselves. Anything else from this deck? Okay. Detachment. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. When you learn to go without certain things, when you learn that you don't need certain things to survive, when you learn to let go of things you've been holding on to for so long. When you finally learn how to release certain things and follow the right guidance Have courage enough to follow the guidance that's given to you. Then you'll find that the very things you've had to release is about to be brought to you in a completely different way. Or maybe from a completely different person. So it's not that you're actually having to go without those things, because God recognizes what we need in this world, be it physically, mentally, emotionally. He knows what it is that we need. But the thing is, you shouldn't be so hell-bent on getting those things in a specific way or from a specific person. You shouldn't be willing to do anything to receive those things. That's all about the detachment. When you're able to confidently walk away from things that you may want, because you're not willing to lower your standards. You're not willing to get rid of your morals. You're not willing to throw your integrity away to have certain things. Then that's when God recognizes that you are deserving of those certain things, and He'll give it to you. When you got to do certain things for it, sell your body, tell lies, humiliate people, then that's you going to get those things yourself. And you're sacrificing all these things that God is trying to enhance into you. So it's like you're going directly against the grain to go and get something yourself. And if you release it, give it to God, then He'll bring it to you. I have a card that says something like, don't sacrifice yourself for wealth. When God gives it to you, it's not going to come with pain. It's not going to come with you having to be stupid for it. It's not going to come with ignorance on your part. It's not going to come with you doing weird things behind the scenes. Instead of sacrificing your integrity, you may have to sacrifice your ego. Individuality. And don't go with the crowd. Just because everybody else is being something don't mean you have to be. Thrive in your authenticity, in your differences, because God made us all different. And so we'd be fools for us all to try to be the same. It says every person has their own personalized study plan in this earth school. Everybody has their own separate path that they should take to get to where it is that they should be going. So if everybody taking that same path, then you know something is wrong. Again, it goes back to following going down the path less traveled. Because it's your path. It was made for you. It was made for you. If you're going down the path everybody else went on, then you know it's a whole lot of people out there who are going down the wrong path. And you could be one of them, or you could do something different. So if you hear people saying, we all have to do this to get to a certain level in life, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Guarantee you a lot of people they not living in their divine purpose. Energetic clearing. During crisis, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. Sometimes you gotta clear the things out that's taking up the space of the things that you have coming in. We all do spring cleaning. Well, most of us do anyway. Springtime come, you do this thorough cleaning of your house. You're emptying out closets that has accumulated stuff over time. Your attic, maybe your basement, to make room for the new things, the new seasons coming in. Out with the old, in with the new. Sometimes we have to do that with our energy as well. If our energy is holding all these things that should not be there, if you don't know how to do it, it can sometimes be done for you. But when it's forcefully done for you, it don't feel good. Don't feel good. If you can do it yourself, then everything just flows. Again, out with the old energy flowing out, the new energy flowing in. Those cards came from my Divine Abundance deck. I don't know why I feel the need to show y'all that. I'm not sure. Everything happens for a reason. See, somebody's explosive here. They're angry about something. It's not my problem. That's not y'all problem either. Somebody's unpredictable, acting out. Karen K. That's who designed these cards. That's in my hand now. Oracle of the Fairies. 44 card deck. Flourish. Music. Some of you could enjoy music. That could be where you thrive at the most, in music. For these two cards to pop out at the same time. Flourish says the Lotus Flower Fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on unclear areas of your life or those for others. And it goes back to that other card. We all have our own divine path. We all have different things that we have to learn in life. If everybody taking the same path, everybody's not learning what it is they should learn. And sometimes we have to use what it is we've learned, our experience that we've been through, to help teach others that it's okay to be different. It's okay to go through your own things. It's okay to take your own path in life. So don't be ashamed of whatever it is that you've been through in life, because our experiences are how we learn and how we get to where we're going. And so a lot of times if you see people, again, taking that same path, then that it's not truly their path, and they are not learning what it is they should be learning in order to get to where they're going. That's why they have to do weird things to get there, because they didn't do the work on themselves that they should have been doing. And so instead of basking in their own energy, they want to bask in yours. Music. It says, listen carefully for those For there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. And I always say that music is very uplifting to me. I've always loved music. My daddy was a DJ, and so it kind of comes naturally for me to love music. Now, I'm not so much of a dancer, but the lyrics, the beat, I'm always engulfed in that. And it's crazy because I've been seeing lately, I get messages through music all the time, but because my enemies know that I receive messages through music, they also deliver messages through music. And it's gotten to the point where it's overwhelming. And a lot of times, instead of listening to it, I would just turn it off altogether. Spend a lot of time in a car, but a lot of times it'll be in silence because I don't want to hear all of the things that's being given to me. And so, yes, you do receive messages, at least for those who are connected and know how to listen. We receive messages in all types of ways, especially through music. And it can be very uplifting. It should be very uplifting. Yeah, just in my case, sometimes, they try so hard to discourage you and to throw you off your path because they don't want their own path. They want your path. And they will try so hard to use those things that you've been through against you, to embarrass you, to make you look a certain way. When the truth is, this is what produces growth. And unfortunately, these people aren't able to grow. They're stuck in the same position, doing the same thing that they've always done, and they're not getting the lessons that they should be getting. And so maybe for someone here, music is where you flourish. Pay attention, listen to the music. Journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. Somebody may be leaving soon. If you feel like you can't thrive or flourish around a bunch of people who you are around, may be hateful, maybe trying to stop you from succeeding in life. Those people who all work together, that crowd that I said is sometimes best not to follow, who are all alike, who all take the same path, who are not individuals, but they move as a group, as a collective, as one person. And we were created to all be different. Sometimes you have to step out, step away from them. Looks like somebody's path that they have taken is about to take them on a journey to somewhere else, maybe around people who are much more deserving to be around you and in your energy, people who can benefit from you and you're able to benefit from them. And maybe you are being taken to be around people who you can actually help, not people who are trying to help tear you down. People who reciprocate. When you put your energy out, they give back the same energy, not you putting your energy out and they're just receiving it and it's enhancing their lives for the moment. And I say for the moment because if they haven't changed themselves, then that energy is going to go back to being the same because it's not even their energy. Somebody's being guided to go somewhere here. Somebody's about to be removed from their surroundings, but for a good reason. And maybe this is another path for you to educate yourself even more, to learn even more, because that's what we're here for, to learn. So somebody may be leaving. I see a best friend Capricorn. Maybe this is for you. Maybe the Capricorn is trying to leave. They're all experimenting on you. So maybe they'll learn something from the experiment. Something that they haven't learned on their own. That's all you can say. Maybe they'll get some type of education when it comes down to watching you, experimenting on you, seeing how you handle things. Maybe it'll help them be able to do things themselves, to handle things a certain way, to change things about their life that they're refusing to change. And so everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. That said, I'm going to end it there, y'all. I'm going to end it there. Somebody's about to be taken on a journey. And when you come back, you may have even more to teach these people who lack knowledge, who follow each other to hell. That's what I have, y'all. I'll be back.